I officially hit 300 kilometers this morning, like just now, right in this spot. And then by the time I get to town, I'll be halfway through the Vosges, which is stage 1. So, getting there, making progress. Took an alternate trail that kind of goes around the backside of this hill that we're on instead of over the top in the front, just to get away from the wind. And so far it's working because I could not stand up. There's a lake down there too. Nice. So I made it to another little ski resort place, and I'm stopped in this like touristy kind of restaurant thing. But I smell so bad, and my hair is so greasy. But I know that if I keep my hat on, it's like totally rude. I usually do, but today my hair's in a braid instead of a gross ponytail, so it's like a little bit better. But mostly, I feel just disgusting. Everyone else is so clean. There was also like some of the hardest kilometers I've hiked yet, like 10 kilometers where it was like two steps forward, one step being blown backwards by the wind. It was just brutal, and I'm all windburned. It sucked like every bit of moisture out of my body. It's terrible. I'm glad to be indoors where it's not windy. This thing is huge. That looks so good. That is the first mention of any sort of predator. I mean, there's been owls everywhere, but this guy, that's new. Oh, hey there. Fancy seeing you here. Yeah, all right. There it is. The big ball. Now I just have to hike up there. You just stay over there, being asleep. Cute. Just ignore me. Oh, you're good. Oh, yeah. Cute. Like a big puppy. I don't think he is, but that's what it says on the plaque. gonna rank this one the worst water source yet, or the worst fountain yet. Oh well. This is the last water before camp. It took forever to get because it was a tiny trickle, but you know what? Water is water, so here we are. Yeah. So I'm just getting fried in the sun today. There's like no shade, and it was so windy. I just, yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I got like 2 kilometers left to camp. I would camp here, but it's just like in the full-on sun, and I don't know if that's the best plan. I'm just gonna grab some water and keep going. Hopefully that's the right call.
He had like a little small den.
It's so windy outside. Everything's blowing around. I'm gonna get blown away. Do you hear it coming? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. I'm gonna end up I'm gonna end up like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. It's so windy outside. I thought I could get away from it. Nope. Nope. I just hope it doesn't do this all night. It makes me nervous for my tent. But you can see I got all like windburned today. I want to get the hiker tan lines. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Terrible. Anyway, it's like 8 o'clock or something, so I'm just hiding from the wind in my tent before I go to bed. It still looks like daylight outside though, so we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, I started with a farm. Disgusting. Well, the wind has not died down at all. It howled all night long, but my tent is still here, so that's a good sign. I don't want to hike in this wind again. It was horrible. But town day, town day, town day, town day. Haven't seen any version of a castle in a while. Surprising. This one's more of a pile, but yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. That was the water source for this morning. Love that, love that, love that. Cool. Huh. If there's water here, would you look at that? Yeah. Cute. Just arrived in town. It looks really cute. This church is beautiful. Made it to the hostel. Let's see if they have space for me. They didn't pick up the phone. I made it. Yes. I get to take like pretty much the whole day off because I did the 15 kilometers into town before 10 o'clock. So now I'm just chilling. There's a sink and soap. Nice. It's definitely on the more expensive side for hostels. But no, it's great. Yeah, it's been way too long since I've taken a shower. Very much looking forward to it. Laundry time. Trying to wash my clothes. It feels so weird to be walking around without my backpack, without my hat, my hair out, clean. I'm in my long underwear to go do my town errands while my other clothes dry, but they almost look like clothes. Almost. Town days look a little different on this trail. Got my last little pieces of dinner for tonight and resupply for the next two and a half days. 2 days probably. I've just been being completely lazy all day, just laying in bed. It's been so nice. Like that. Say hi. All packed up and ready to go. Another 3 days to town. I'm just eating a little bit of breakfast before I get on the road. It's 7:30, so it's a bit of a late start. But I like to sleep when I'm in town. I try. Right. And we're off. Back on the road. Oh, that's cool. Taking a little lunch break, and it is both cold and super sunny, so I'm hiding. But today is little pretzel buns with sausage and cheese, and they look pretty good. A sad little hiker today. There's something there's something going on with my knee, and it does not feel good. It was like a little bit tight yesterday, but then I took like the whole day off and didn't hike, and then this morning it was fine, and then after my little like kind of breakfast break, it just started like seizing up, like the muscle on the inside on the top just feels like it's cramping. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like here. Ooh. Yeah, and it like didn't hurt that much, and I took an ibuprofen. I was just like walking. I was like, okay, it's like a little uncomfortable, but now it's sending like shooting pains through my leg, so that doesn't seem like a good thing, and I friggin' hate this. Like, it's so frustrating. It's like just when I feel like I'm like really making progress and like getting somewhere and like, you know, getting longer days and like the rest of my body's feeling great, and now my friggin' knee is just like, nah, JK, now you're gonna hobble around and not even like hike 20 kilometers. but now I'm like 5 kilometers from somewhere where I can rest, so I guess I just have to like, I don't know, finish the 5 kilometers or something and then like chill for the rest of the freaking day. I don't know, I'm so frustrated. And I don't know what it is, and I'm like not particularly close to town on either end. I'm sort of like in the middle of a section now because I'm like 20 kilometers from town. And I don't know what to do about it. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. So I'm just sitting on a rock on the side of the trail being sad and hoping that maybe if I just sit for a minute it will stop hurting, but I don't know what to do. I'm sad. Okay, so if I take small steps and I hike relatively slow, it feels okay. And then I found this big pool of really cold water. So I've just been holding my knee in it. Maybe that will help. It does feel nice. It's like really cold. And considering the cure is typically rest, ice, compression, and elevation, and I don't have any of those, then we're gonna go with cold water. See how it goes.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew, my will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately, the other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bones, I'm remembering the words you told me.
Switching to this platypus has absolutely been the most disappointing piece of gear I've brought. It's so slow and it makes the water somehow always taste worse. Another very romantic dinner by myself. I'm always a little bit hesitant to show the like hurt side or like the less fun side of through hiking, but I mean this is the reality, right? There's gonna be crap days, there's gonna be awesome days, and there's gonna be a lot of days that are just sort of in the middle somewhere. Today was somehow both because it was really beautiful, but my knee felt like garbage basically all day. So I've done a little bit of stretching and I'm hoping that in the morning it will feel a little better. I'm not exceptionally far from town, so if I need to, I can go into town and let it rest, put some ice on it or something. But I'm hoping if I just walk slow again tomorrow, that it'll just kind of work its way out. But yeah, today was, you know, not a very exciting day. Some beautiful, beautiful views though. But I didn't feel like I really enjoyed it as much as I could have. Just because I was in a little bit of pain. Or like more than a little, but I always feel a little dumb sharing that part. I feel like I should be tough and get over it. But no, that's not real life. So I'm going to bed, even though it looks like it's middle of the day. It's really 9 o'clock. But we're almost at the solstice, so it's gonna look like this for another several weeks. But yeah, good night. Sure, not very many hours of darkness lately. Like the sun is this high in the sky at 6:30 in the morning. So for my best guess, the knee is really just super tight, probably from overcompensating from when my right foot was doing weird things. So a lot of what's happening is just real tightness in the back of my knee that's like causing weird pain across the front of my knee. So I'm doing some stretching to try and loosen up that like lower hamstring to see if that will help. Ooh, because it's tight. Because yeah, I think that's part of the problem, is it's just gotten like tightened right up. Yeah, just all the muscles around my knee got real tight. So there's a bit of inflammation there and some tightness. So it just needs a bit of extra love. Town is like 30 kilometers away. So I'm just going to kind of slowly meander my way there. Maybe I will make it by today. I don't know. We'll see. If it's just like being trash and it needs to stop, then I'll just camp part way and then get into town tomorrow and get some like icy hot or something and just like put some ice on it, rest it a little bit, stretch it out, maybe get a little massage ball or something, kind of roll it out, just take care of it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's time to go, get on the road. We're icing my knee. It actually feels okay. I've done a couple of kilometers this morning, just like slow and trying to like keep even steps, and it feels okay. This also feels really nice. I'm not contaminating the water source, don't worry. It comes out of there. No one's getting it from there. Look at that feather. It's beautiful. So pretty. They've got like a maze obstacle course. This looks so fun. Huh. Water. Non-potable water again. It's me. Horse, how you doing? That grass just looked like somewhere you'd want to curl up and take a nap. You know, if you knew there weren't going to be like ticks and bugs and stuff in it. It just looks so soft. Okay, by now you're probably tired of listening to the knee saga, but originally besides the obvious reasons, I was really disappointed because this like 60-kilometer stretch has been really like flat and peaceful and like not too strenuous. So I was really excited to like get through it quickly, like get some miles down, you know, just like pick up the pace a little over this like 90-kilometer stretch basically where it's pretty flat. And then my knee started to give out and I was like, gosh darn it, now I'm not going to be able to go fast like I wanted. But it's actually been like a blessing in disguise because most of the trail has been pretty flat and gentle. So it means that I can still cover ground and not have my knee be in super pain the whole time. So it's pretty much the best place that could have happened. You know, I'm not stuck out in the Alps somewhere having to climb giant mountains to get back to town. I just have to like slowly make my way through this forest to the train station. It's really not that bad. Pretty chill. I'm being followed by the cows. They getting me right there? They all started coming this way once I walked past. It's cute. Well, I am only 2 kilometers from my intended destination, and I have not had any knee pain for the last 10 kilometers. So, I'm not gonna jinx it. I'll still probably take a rest. But it feels good right now. Unfortunately, that is the way to where I need to go. And I think it's going to take me on a really, really long detour to get around it, which is very rude. So, cool. Love that. Oh my god, I just did the dumbest thing. I was talking to Denny, who is on the trail ahead of me, who just went through here, and he was like, oh, don't fly your drone, because it looks like a beautiful place to fly a drone. He was like, some bird tried to snatch it away from me. And I was like, oh yeah, good call. But then I got to this like quiet part, and I was like, I haven't seen a bird in ages. I'm just gonna like fly it a little bit low, you know, see what it looks like. No, immediately, as soon as it took off, like any distance away from me, there's this freaking like bird of prey that's like, that's mine, and it comes swooping into my drone. And then mind you, I'm not like a professional pilot, I'm not that good, so I start panicking. I'm like, I don't know how to get this thing back to me. I'm trying to fly it back to me and land it, and anyway, I'm like right beside this giant thicket of trees that is hanging over the water, and I just barely catch it on that set of trees, and it goes boom, 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 tumbles into the brambles. And I was like, oh no, what do I do? But I could see on the camera that it wasn't in the water yet. So then I had to go climb in there over the water into the tree, climbing into the tree, hoping that all of the branches will support my weight. And then I still couldn't see it, so I had to turn on the little like beep 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 mode so that I could see it. Anyway, yeah, I was scrambling to try and get it before I decided to fall into the water because I thought it was a goner. But luckily, it was not. So probably that footage is trash, but maybe it will show me going, ah, 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 come back, get away from the bird. I don't know. I'll have to look at it later. But yeah, stressful. Had to climb into that little swamp to retrieve my drone. Idiot. Like a whole beach over there. So cute. I wish I could camp there. So cool. And this tiny goat that's just living over here. Just living his best life. Hi, buddy. I wanted him to come over here. He's on a leash. So cute. Can you come say hello? You're just gonna eat the grass. Hi, come here. He's so cute. He's so... Okay, so it's been about 30 kilometers and I finally found somewhere to camp. I thought originally I would camp up by that like monument thing on the top of the hill because it had a big picnic area, but then there were like 2 guys drinking there and there was some graffiti and then there were these weird tunnels like full of garbage and I was like, do I want to get murdered? Maybe not today. Although a lot of you volunteered to play me in a movie, so if you win an Oscar, give me a shout out. But basically, yeah, I kept going down the trail and then a little bit off trail I saw this cabin poking out. I'm not gonna sleep in there, it's full of garbage, but there's like some decently flat space around here. That has been one of the hardest parts about just like wild camping, is that it's never flat anywhere. Like everything is on a hill, so it's really hard to find a place to put your tent. But this is the view from my campsite for tonight, so I'm hoping it stays quiet. It's like 7 o'clock at night and it's so bright outside. Yeah, my only problem is that there's no water. I'm very thirsty, so that was a miscalculation on my part, but what can you do? Some days you just gotta do that.